トゲキング、あの旗撃ち抜け。
了解。
Yeah.
That will never get old.
So, I really like that song.
Yeah.
First of all,
Freaking love
it's a
that
great
intro,
song.
man.
Welcome, guys.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
I'm not sure if y'all can hear us too good, but I think y'all can hear us okay.
Yeah, I think they can.
Welcome to the We Digress podcast.
It's your boy Jay Cubs.
Kenny Koo.
Facts.
How are y'all?
Missed you guys. It feels like I haven't done this in a while.
We did miss a week.
We did.
We did miss a week.
Just a mental break.
I mean, it was up to you.
Yeah.
How'd you feel, Jason?
I feel better now. You know, a lot of things been hitting the fan lately. Just needed a moment to reset. You know?
I
Yeah.
get you. I get
Everyone needs those moments. So.
Everybody's Hannah Montana keeps saying it, but everybody has those days.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope y'all aren't mad at me. Are y'all mad at me?
No, Jason, why would we be mad at you?
I don't know, because we said actually. We
We
did
didn't
come
miss a
through.
Wednesday.
Exactly. They
Of
don't
course,
know.
They don't know what happened.
Yeah.
So
sure.
technically,
we are men.
we're just
Well,
talking right now. We're
yeah.
not even saying nothing really substantial.
Okay. All right. My bad.
So we've actually got a special podcast for y'all today.
A very special one.
Jason is not the person that needs to be talking right now. Hold on. Kendall.
There it is.
Kendall had the idea of wanting to do a murder mystery podcast.
No, you can actually give me the credit for that, because this might be a good idea. So yeah, Jason actually had the idea of doing a murder mystery podcast.
Okay, we had the idea of having a murder mystery podcast.
Okay.
So today we're going to do a very special one. I've actually heard this story quite a few times, like maybe 2, 3. It's the story of Jennifer Pan.
Jennifer Pan. What's the Cliff Notes version of what's about to be said here?
Okay, so basically, Jen over here. Can I call her Jen?
You can call her Jen.
I'm gonna call her Jen. So Jen over here hired hitmen to kill her parents.
What?
Yes, Jennifer Pan's revenge.
For what purpose?
So
you gonna hire other people to murk your parents for what?
it gets rough in the streets. Okay, it really does.
I mean, you can't murk them yourself though. I'm just saying, like
a woman never does her own dirty work. She hires always. She never gets her hands dirty.
Where you get the coins to hire hitmen?
Well, it's in the story.
Okay.
Yeah,
My
it's
bad.
in the story.
My bad. Everything will be revealed in due time.
Yes, it will.
Okay, my
Shall
bad.
we get started?
Let's get started.
Grab your popcorn. You're probably on your way to work.
Yeah.
So
Keep both hands on the wheel.
Coffee.
Just listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Jennifer Pan's revenge: the inside story of a golden child, the killers she hired, and the parents she wanted dead. Now look.
That's just a bad start already. Like, damn. Bring it down everyone's mood. What if someone's just like mad at their parents currently and we're just perpetuating like their emotions?
No. He said, I need to listen to this one.
Yeah,
This is
I'm
mine.
getting some ideas here.
Okay. So basically we have Jen's parents are Beach Han and Hui Han Pan, right? Canadian immigrant story. Han was raised and educated in Vietnam, moved to Canada as a political refugee in 1979. Oh, actually, his name is pronounced Bick. Bick. We're going to go Bick.
All right.
Bick came separately also as a refugee. They married in Toronto and lived in Scarborough, had 2 kids, Jen in 1986, Felix 3 years later, 1989. What came out in 1989?
1989?
That sounds like a year that I would remember.
You weren't born.
I mean, history remembers 1989. Like history
For what
remembers 1984.
significance?
I'm trying to remember that.
I don't think there's any significance in 1989.
Party like it's less 1999. Shit.
Music? Culture? I don't know.
Yeah, there's a culture-wise. There's a culture shift to go to the 90s.
All right. I wouldn't know about it because I don't indulge in like 1989 that much. So
Can't go back in the past, bro.
I'm not saying that, but back to the story.
Okay, all right.
Wait, so what year was Jenny born?
1986.
1986. Okay.
Felix in 1989. Well, you know that.
Right.
They found jobs in Aurora-based auto parts manufacturers.
Get it out, buddy.
Magna International. Does anybody care about that? Hold on.
They're like, get to the story.
So actually, they did acquire a good bit of wealth. By 2004, they got a two-car garage in a quiet residential street.
Okay.
Mercedes-Benz.
Damn.
Lexus.
All right.
So, and they had about 200,000 in the bank.
So there's motive to murder your parents, I guess.
They had high expectations for Jen and Felix. Of course, helicopter parents are going to be like, yo, we work this hard. Y'all going to work as hard as us.
Okay.
Of course. So,
is there motive yet? Do you feel like there's motive?
No motive yet. No motive yet.
My bad.
They laid the groundwork, and their kids would need to improve upon it. They enrolled Jennifer in piano classes at age 4. She showed early promise by elementary school. She racked up a trophy case full of awards. They put her in figure skating and hoped she'd compete at the national level with her sights set on the 2010 Winter Olympics in Vancouver. You remember those Olympics?
Yeah.
Good Olympics. They did a Mario game after those Olympics.
I was literally about to say that, and that Mario game was kind of dope.
That was
Mario
a
Sonic?
dope ass Mario game.
Lovely.
Okay. But then dun.
These shadows are scaring me, bro. I just saw like a figure walk through your room, and I was just like, bro, who the hell is in your house?
First of all, shut up.
Dude, I'm just
don't
saying,
talk
like,
about figures.
Hey. Can we just?
I have a window open, which
right.
means that car that just rode through was the shadow.
All right, perfect.
Are you
bro.
scared, little bitch?
Well, no, I'm not saying that. He has the room lights red. He has the place dark as shit. So I mean, it's only creating the ambiance of just like
You
murder.
told me to keep my room lights off.
I mean,
you want me to turn them on?
No, ain't no bitchness here,
you
bro.
sounded like a
ain't
bitch.
no bitch, bro. I'm cool.
Can I get back to the story?
Continue with your motherfucking story. Then.
Damn. Dun. She tore a ligament in her knee. Right? I know.
Unfortunate.
Some nights during elementary school, Jennifer would come down from skating.
See what I mean?
Okay,
that sounded like it was inside the house, bro.
That scared the shit out of me.
Maybe we should just stop. Are we summoning something here?
Nah, somebody just drove through and they were talking on the phone.
Stop trying to rationalize this shit,
You
bro.
know when
Your
someone
place is
talks
haunted.
at level 40?
You are rationalizing like the supernatural.
That shit was kind of scary.
It sounded like it was in my head.
Okay.
Go back to the story. We got one more thing and we turn this podcast off.
Oh my God.
Go.
Okay. Jennifer would come home from skating practice at 10, do homework until midnight, then head to bed. The pressure was intense. You know about those parents. She began cutting herself. So really mental is deteriorating. As graduation from grade 8 loomed, Jennifer expected to be named valedictorian and to collect a handful of medals for her academic achievements, but she received none. And she wasn't named valedictorian.
There it is.
Yeah.
Just slow it down, buddy.
Yeah. She was stunned. What was the point of trying if no one acknowledged your efforts? And yet, instead of expressing her devastations, she told anyone who asked that was perfectly fine. She always told people who asked her if something was wrong that she was fine.
Oh,
Yeah. She called it her happy mask.
putting on a facade.
Yeah, the facade.
Damn. So she wasn't valedictorian, although she was on track to becoming it?
Yeah, she was going to get valedictorian, and then she didn't get it. So then that pushed her on the path of, well, if I'm going to work this hard and not win, what's the point?
So depression.
Yeah,
Okay.
everyone knows that second place takes it the hardest.
Yeah. For second, what they say? Like second place is first loser?
Ugh.
Damn.
Oh my gosh. I'd rather be last than second.
Salutatorian, that has some status to it, though.
Yeah, that's why they salute.
Okay. All right. Moving on.
Okay, a close observer might have noticed that Jennifer seemed off, but I never did. I was a year behind her at Mary Ward Catholic Secondary in North Scarborough. Who the fuck is this? As far as Catholic schools would go, it was something as an anomaly. Anomaly. Fuck. It had the usual high academic standards and strict dress codes mixed with what is this? It was an easy to find tribe. Jason,
What's up? Is it taking a little bit to get through it?
like there's nothing. There was no preface right here.
It just what this came out of nowhere.
It just
Like
instantly
what
went
is
to
this?
something else. Okay, are y'all gonna bear with me? I'm just gonna start reading.
Yeah.
Okay. It was easy to find your tribe. Bright kids and artsy misfits hung out together across subjects, grades, and social groups. If you played 3 instruments, took advanced classes, competed on the ski team, and started in school's international night, a showcase of various cultures around the world, you were cool. Outsiders were embraced, geekiness celebrated, anime club meetings were constantly packed, and precarious ambition supported. Our most famous alumni, Craig. Yeah, this is all in, like, what's that? Barracks? This is all in parentheses.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you mean brackets?
Yeah, brackets.
Okay.
It was a perfect community for a student like Jennifer.
Is this backstory to like her leading up to her misdeeds, her offenses?
I think this is just talking about who Jennifer was as a
Her
person.
origin story.
Yeah, it's a really odd origin story.
I mean,
talks
from
about her
what-
school a lot.
I was gonna say maybe that's where things started to go south for her. Her schooling, she started cutting herself when she was young, and then she didn't get valedictorian.
Right.
She had a job where I think it was an auto shop or something.
Nah, she didn't have a job.
I thought you said they worked, or was her parents? It was one of her
Yeah, her
parents.
parents worked at an auto shop, or they worked in auto, I guess. Hold on, I forget. Well, not even forget. It's right here.
Y'all could just
But
rewind to 7 minutes.
I'm like skimming right now. So she played the flute, right? She was 5'7", actually, which is another piece of tidbit.
Okay.
She kept her hair. She only had like small wireframe glasses. They were neither stylish nor expensive. She kept her hair straight and unstyled. So she was really like just run of the mill.
Mm-hmm.
I discovered later that Jennifer's friendly and confident persona was a facade, beneath which she was tormented by feelings of inadequacy, self-doubt, and shame. When she failed to win first place at skating competitions, she tried to hide her devastation from her parents. Not wanting to add worry to their disappointment, her mother, Bick, noticed something was amiss and would comfort her daughter at night. When Han was asleep, all we want from you is just your best. Just do what you can.
Okay. All right. Was that a statement made by the mother?
Yeah.
Okay.
She had been a top student in elementary school, but midway through grade 9, she was averaging 70%. Oh, why would they have 70%? Like it's dollar amounts. This
Wait, what? Let me
article,
see.
bro, it says 70%.
Wait,
Like
keep
it's
reading.
a dollar
70% in all subjects with the exception of music. Oh, wow. No.
It's talking about school, but it said 70%. Like
A typo?
School.
They really separated the percent. Okay.
Okay, that's stupid.
We have to critique this article
Yeah,
as
I'm
well as
critiquing-
analyze it. You know what I mean?
There's no ambiance to this. They don't know why she's killing her parents. None of this.
I'm still trying to establish motive right now.
Yeah. Okay. Using old report cards, scissors, glue, and a photocopier, she created a new forged report card with straight A's. Since universities didn't consider marks from grade 9 and 10 for admission, she told herself it wasn't a big deal. Smart.
Okay.
Smart kid. Han was the classic tiger dad, and Bick was his reluctant accomplice. Why does it sound like that's two dudes?
No, like Bick being the mother was the father's accomplice. So
Right.
you say,
No, I thought Han was the mom.
Han's the
dad.
Han's the dad. Bick is the mom.
Okay. They picked Jennifer up from school at the end of the day, monitored her extracurricular activities, and forbade her from attending dances, which Han considered unproductive. Parties were off limits, and boyfriends verboten. That should have been. It's verboten. until after university, when Jennifer was permitted to attend a sleepover at a friend's house. Bick and Han dropped her off at late at night and picked her up early in the morning. By age 22, she had never gone to a club, been drunk, visited a friend's cottage, or gone to vacation without her family.
Oh man, smothered, robbed of a young adult life. Oh no. Okay, so now
are we establishing motive?
Okay, we have depression. We have high expectations. We have pressure from parents, pressure on oneself.
Yeah.
I mean,
pressure on oneself is the hardest too.
Exactly. That's something that is mentally that's like mentally challenging.
You can close your room door, can't close your mind.
Exactly. So I mean, and I guess if we were to like empathize, you being an empath, she could be
bro, don't just spew that shit out.
You know,
like
you
it's
being
some
an
small
empath,
thing.
you know,
Don't
like
say that,
she's hurting profoundly. I mean, at this point, what would be going through her mind? She's already cutting herself. Is feelings of suicide going through her mind, or is it feelings of like maybe she wants to seek help, but nobody is really, you know, paying attention enough to understand that she needs it?
22. By 22, I think anger has festered.
Anger
has definitely festered in there. if you were suicidal at grade 8, which is what 14, 14,
mm-hmm.
That means you already went through the suicidal. You already went through the not feeling the pain, trying to numb the pain.
Okay.
You're at anger now.
I mean, cutting yourself does not necessarily mean suicide. We have to. I mean, like, I feel like we have to establish that.
Yeah. Okay, of course.
But I can see where you feel like it is happening in phases. You know what I mean? Like we established that, you know, cutting yourself. We passed the phase on where we're just like self-doubt, self-hurt, or whatever like that.
For reals. It's like I want to hurt other people now.
Okay, all right. So maliciousness starts to creep in.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Let's continue. Let's see where it goes.
So presumably, you know, their overprotectiveness was born of love and concern. Due to Jennifer and her friends, however, to Jennifer and her friends, it was tyranny. They were absolutely controlling, said one of her former classmates who asked not to be named. They treated her like shit for such a long time. The more I learned about Jennifer's strict upbringing, the more I could relate to her. I grew up with immigrant parents who also came to Canada from Asia, in their case, Hong Kong. With almost nothing and a father who demanded a lot from my...
What? What? Man just dropped his mic and busted out what, bro?
Bro, I hit such an Asian me for a second.
An Asian you?
It said me.
That boy really manifested in the story.
Man, this is gonna be live. I'm so sorry, guys.
It's all right. Keep going. At this point, they're halfway to work. Yeah.
My dad expected me to be at the top of my class, especially in math and science, to always be obedient, to be exemplary in every other way. He wanted a child who was like a trophy, something he could brag about. I suspected the achievements of his siblings and their children made him feel insecure. He wanted my accomplishments to match theirs. I felt like a hamster on a wheel, sprinting to meet some sort of expectation solely determined by him. That was always just out of reach. Hugs were rarity in my house, and birthday parties and gifts from Santa ceased around age 9. Mine was around age, 15.
You believed in Santa? since you were 15?
No. That was like 10. I think I got done at 10.
Ew. Grow up, kid.
Whoa.
Grow up, kid.
Whoa. Where's your magic, kid?
We didn't do Santa.
Where's your magic,
at the prison,
bro?
Okay? I discovered the tooth fairy when I was like 6.
Oh, no.
Okay, nah, we didn't do that.
That's why you're so hardened by life.
No one is hardened by life. I just know the real, okay? Ain't no dude coming down my chimney giving me presents. And that was my parents.
You know what the real is?
The real.
Hard.
No.
You know what real is? Real hard.
I give accolades to those who deserve it. My parents work hard for their shit.
Bro, call it Santa. Shit. All right?
I call them mom and dad.
Oh, my gosh. I was talented at math and figure skating, though my father almost never complimented me. Even when I excelled, he played down my educational achievements, just like his parents had done with him. The prevailing theory in our culture being that flattery spoils ambition.
Flattery spoils ambition. Wow. Okay. That's a controversial topic right there.
It really is.
Because do you agree with that? Flattery spoils ambition.
I say a lack of flattery would spoil ambition.
Because if you're not being if you're not being supported, or if they're not giving you anything
to work with,
then you're not motivated.
Like reinforcement, you're just like, well, what the fuck am I doing this for? Then
I guess they expect you to be self-motivated. I don't know, but
maybe I do really understand that in the East, like it's so different the way that they do things.
Yes, but they're living in Canada. They're different.
This is the
traditions,
West. Okay.
Culture. I mean, I'm just saying. But from the article, she's lacking familial support and a bond with her family. Hugs were a rarity. Santa was a facade. Heck, love was just a fallacy in her family. You know what I mean?
Just a word, really.
Yeah, like she never got to experience it according to her words.
This was their home. Not a bad home. Really not.
That man says not a bad home.
It's not a bad
and it
home.
shows me a picture of a mansion and then them on a balcony overlooking the world. So
Bro, it's a golf course. Standard golf course. Get out of here, dog.
boy, where do you see a standard golf course anywhere near here?
You see that green? That's a golf course.
Bro, I'm saying that is not your typical run-of-the-mill home.
All right, man. Let's get going.
Mansion.
So, bringing in another guy to the story, Daniel Wong.
Daniel Wong. I'm
Daniel
going to go ahead
Wong.
and assume he is a love interest.
His name is Daniel. Who else? Damn.
I was about to make that joke. Damn it.
My bad, bro.
Damn it. Daniel.
Met Daniel in 11th grade. He was a year older, goofy, and gregarious.
Okay.
Big words in this one.
Okay.
With a big laugh, a wide smile, and a little paunch around his waistline.
Oh, don't know exactly what that insinuates.
Yeah, it sounds like a fupa, but I don't think that's it.
A paunch around his waist.
Is that a fanny pack? Is the dude rocking a fanny pack?
Can I see what?
It just says paunch. You thought there would be a picture of the paunch?
I mean, no. I just wanted to read the sentence to see. It sounds facetious. Anyway, keep going.
You think paunch is fake?
Well, I mean, no. Facetious just means humorous. So I figured there was like, they're being humorous.
All right.
Go ahead.
I thought a paunch was like an actual thing.
No, I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay.
Like, can you
all
just look it up?
No. Okay. What's a paunch? Fine.
We gotta know. We gotta know who Daniel is. Okay. Who is this
Let's
guy?
see
What
it
is his paunch?
A paunch. A large abdomen. It's a belly. He was fat.
Oh, sorry, Daniel.
Yeah.
Well,
So
at least you know you're a nice guy.
yeah, a little paunch around his waistline. Cute little belly.
Yeah. You're great.
You're coming up with us 2 burgers in line.
Hey,
I used to do that all the time. He played trumpet in high school,
nice.
so you know exactly who he was. Ethan.
Ethan didn't play trumpet.
Shit, the other one then.
This Negro here.
The other one then.
What a bully.
But you know exactly which one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He played trumpet in the high school band and his marching band outside of school. Relationship was platonic until a band trip in Europe in 2003. After a performance in a concert-filled hall with smokers, Jennifer suffered from an asthma attack. She started panicking, was led outside on the tour bus, and almost blacked out. Daniel calmed her down, coached her breathing. He pretty much saved my life, she said later. It meant everything. That summer, they started dating.
And somebody better pick up that phone.
Uh-oh.
Because I caught that shit, bro. Like, come on now. There's always a love interest, man.
Of course, there's nothing born out of single people.
That's true. Which means there's about to be a tragic ending to their relationship.
Man.
Did he cheat? He probably cheated.
Come on, she put a hit on her parents, dog.
Okay.
Of Jennifer's
Her
friends,
parents broke him up. Damn. Don't let it go that way. Don't let it be that route. Go ahead.
Of Jennifer's friends, I knew Daniel best. We met in grade 9 grade 9 year. What the fuck is this article,
say
bro?
9th grade?
They met in 9th grade at Mary Ward, and he would come over to my house nearly every day after school to watch TV and play Halo on my Xbox.
That's a fucking couple right there.
Man, I remember those days. He would often stick around and eat dinner with my family. Dan spoke to my parents in Cantonese. Oh, I guess it's Dan now.
Okay.
Daniel is now Dan.
Cool.
Spoke to my parents in Cantonese, and my dad would regularly buy him zesty Chinese Doritos. What are those?
Chinese
zesty
Doritos?
cheese Doritos. Wow.
Kendall.
That was a little racist of me.
Kendall. That was just like Chinese Doritos.
Bro, it said zesty cheese Doritos.
Dog.
It was a CH.
Get it together.
I swore.
Get it together.
It was all the E's.
No. Ain't no I in there. Ain't no I in there.
They were speaking.
Where's the N? Kendall.
It was like it just flowed.
That man substituted his own word.
It said Cantonese, zesty Chinese
Chinese.
Doritos.
He was trying to spit bars.
Low
Keep
key.
to the story.
My bad, man.
Man, a bully and a racist. No, I'm kidding.
My bad. Okay. Jennifer's parents assumed their daughter was an A student. Hold on. Skipped a little bit. When Daniel was in his final year at Mary Ward, we drifted apart, and midway through the year, he transferred to Cardinal Carter Academy, an art school in North York. He was falling behind at Mary Ward, and unbeknownst to him, to me actually, he had a car charge with he had been charged with trafficking after cops found a half pound of weed in his car.
What?
First of all, damn.
I mean,
A half pound.
that man sells.
It heavy too.
I mean, damn.
That dude sells heavy.
What they search his car? I mean, like, did y'all have probable cause to search his
Of
car?
course, they smelt it coming out of his car. It's a half pound.
I mean, hey,
They said
you may smell something, but it could be anything. All right, like pine saw. You know what I mean?
Cops came down. Either you got some skunks having sex in your trunk,
buddy.
or you need to pop it.
Okay, wait. Let's consider the former. Would you really want me to pop this trunk if there was skunks having sex in my trunk, bruh? Would you want to see that? The answer may or may not surprise you. The answer is no. Okay, let me go. Let's just forget about this. Sir, you smoke too, okay? Like, I'm throwing accusations out.
I give you an ounce.
Just to forget. You know what I mean?
Forget this ever happened.
Exactly.
Forget
Like,
this
for
ever
free.
happened.
For free.
Okay, so Jennifer's parents assumed their daughter was an A student. In truth, she earned mostly B's. Respectable for most kids, but unacceptable in her strict household. So Jennifer continued to doctor her report cards throughout high school. She received early acceptance to Ryerson, but then failed calculus in her final year and wasn't able to graduate. The university withdrew its offer. Desperate to keep her parents from digging into her high school records, she lied and said that she had been starting Ryerson in the fall. She said that her plan was to do 2 years of science, then transfer over to U of T's pharmacology program, which was her father's hope.
Oh man, the pressure she must have been under, bro. Just to keep all that a secret and keep from disappointing her parents. All right, so now we've reached like panic.
This is panic because you did not graduate high school.
Desperation.
You did not graduate high school.
That's even more pressure. Oh God.
You're a college dropout. I mean, you're a high school dropout pretending to go to college. Where are you going to go? So get this. Han, delighted, bought her a laptop. So her mom added on to that with $1,000 laptop.
Guilt now.
Jennifer collected used biology and physics textbooks and bought school supplies. In September, she pretended to attend Frosh Week. When it came to tuition, she doctored papers stating that she was receiving a OSAP loan and convinced her dad she won a $3,000 scholarship.
Convinced her dad that she won a $3,000 scholarship?
Mm-hmm.
How do you convince your dad that you got $3,000? I don't know how you go about that.
Show me the money.
It'll be in next
Here,
Tuesday.
when's it gonna be here?
On the 8th
Don't
day
say
of
the
the week.
Don't say the 8th.
It'll be like,
Oh, that's not the day.
you just gotta throw some shit out there. Lobby. It's a hot grenade. Lobby. July 8th. You just stall, bro. You gotta commit to the story.
July 8th. Yep. That's what
That sounds about right. Yeah, that's it.
Midsummer.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Well, okay.
Like 8 months from now. That's
what
when
I'm
it'll be in.
sticking
Yeah.
In the fall, July 8th.
In the fall. In the fall. This boy's stupid, bro. Keep going.
So she would pack up her book bag and take public transit downtown. Her parents assumed that she was headed to class. Instead, Jennifer would go to public libraries where she would research on the web what she figured were relevant scientific topics and fill her books with copious notes. She spent her free times at cafe or visiting Daniels at York University. Dan. Oh, he's back to Daniel.
You know what? Can we just say something real quick?
So,
I admire her determination to keep up with her lie. All right, because in all honesty, I'd have tapped out after a week. I'm just like, bro, this is too much.
the whole time?
I got to keep this up for how long?
I mean, after day 5 of writing down fake notes.
I quit. Like, I'm doing more work keeping up with this lie than I actually would in a university.
Why don't I just take the notes and then actually go and
To a
apply
university?
No. Actually apply for the job.
Yeah. Or, you know what I mean?
Wait. Be like, I have studied 4 books on this.
To make it seem like I know something.
Let me take the test.
Right. But she's a high school dropout. GED.
You
Let's
gotta
just
get your
Get the
diploma.
GED and then actually apply to a college, I guess. Like,
Let's keep reading.
damn.
Okay. She spent her free time at cafes and visiting Daniel at York University, taking classes. She picked up a few day shifts as a server at the East Side Mario's in Markham. Good.
Okay.
Taught piano lessons and later tended bar at Boston Pizza, where Daniel worked as a kitchen manager. At home, Han often asked Jennifer about her studies, but Big told her not to interfere. Let her be herself, she'd say. Dang, so mom is actually sticking up.
Mm-hmm.
In order to keep the charade from unraveling, Jennifer lied to her friends, too. She even amplified her dad's meddling ways, telling one friend falsely that her dad had hired a private investigator to follow her.
A private investigator?
Private investigator.
You couldn't just check the location on her phone? What year is this? Like
2000. Well, it was 2004 when they got the big house. Let's say it's 2010.
We got iPhones and Androids. You can't just turn
hold
up the
on.
location on her phone?
This is probably not 2010. Probably 2006. 2007.
2006, 7?
2008
Okay.
probably.
We still with flips and
Yeah,
slide
yeah,
phones.
yeah.
All right.
All right,
Shit.
we'll probably see what year it is soon. After Jennifer had pretended to be enrolled at Ryerson's for 2 years, Han asked if she was still planning to switch to UFT. She said yes, she had been accepted into the pharmacology program. Hold on. You had an out.
Meaning, like,
She
she
had
could have
a
came
out.
clean?
No. After Jennifer had pretended to be enrolled for 2 years at Ryerson, Han asked her if she was still planning to switch to UFT. She said yes, she had been accepted into the pharmacology program.
Elaborate.
She could have been like, nah, I'm just going to get a job doing blah, 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 blah. She had an out right there.
Yeah, I suppose. But maybe she knew her parents would have wanted some sort of proof that she had gotten her degree, or like she knew that her parents had expectations that she couldn't just, simply out herself with. You know what I mean?
So you can't just be like going straight up and then fizzle out? You can't fizzle out?
No, because her parents, they expected a lot from her. At least her dad did. He had a what's the word?
Oh yeah, she did get the
A vision.
OSAP loan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the lies that she's telling him is like helping him form his vision of what he feels like she should do, and he's already putting pressure on her as is. So she can't just out.
Now she has to fake to go to another college. You have to do it again. She had a perfect out, bro.
See,
You have to start over.
I understand that different cultures have different ways of doing things, but if it was me, I'm moving out. I'm done with this lie. I'm done with this lie.
You going to U of T? I'm going to Alabama, baby.
Right.
Like,
I'm going to the US of A.
bro, where are y'all going?
I'm done. Like, Dad, I'm coming clean. I lied, bro. I capped. I didn't have a Contessa, bro. I lied to you this entire time. Cool, bitch.
Bro,
Cool.
I think I take it to the grave.
It'd be more dramatic that way.
Yeah, I think I just graduate. I didn't graduate high school. I faked college, but I moved, and that's it. Then I became an adult. I take that to the grave.
You would have to be okay with your dad spewing all kinds of stories about how he's proud of you doing X, Y, and Z and everything like that.
My dad don't do that,
Bro, your mom bought you $1,000 laptop.
bro, and she don't say nothing about it. She actually made me pay for it. Shut up. Okay, back to the story.
Back to it.
Her parents were thrilled. She suggested moving in with her friend Topaz. New name.
I like
That's a
that.
dude, actually. Downtown for 3 nights a week. Bick sympathized with Jennifer's long commute each day and convinced Han that it was a good idea. So she's about to move out,
Okay.
actually.
Okay.
Jennifer never stayed with Topaz. Well,
That quickly got debunked.
okay. Monday through Wednesday, she stayed with Daniel and his family at their home in Ajax. Okay, so she's back with Daniel still. A large house on a quiet tree-lined street. Jennifer lied to Daniel's parents as well, telling them her parents were okay with the arrangement and brushing off their repeated requests to meet Han and Bick over dim sum. You know what dim sum is?
A lot of lies here. Dim sum?
Yeah.
No, I do not. Not
It's
familiar.
a really good, I don't know.
Wow.
Well, actually, it was really good.
Here I thought I was going to be enlightened. Should we
No.
look that up?
What's dim sum, guys? But what else do you think about that?
I feel like this is just a lot of lies, man. Like, shit, I'd be feeling defeated just by, like, how much lies I have to keep up with. I'm going to have to start, like, keeping a planner on what lies I done said to who. Like,
I knew what it was. So it is the dumplings, and it's like steamed dumplings, and you have to, like, put them on top of each other. You have to stack them in bamboo, and they steam through the bottom on up.
that looks appetizing.
It really does.
I wish to try some. Mongolian grill. I'll be hitting you up soon.
That's not Mongolian. That's Vietnamese.
Pho.
Back. Pho.
I'm going to a pho
Yeah.
station.
Is dim sum Vietnamese? I don't
So
think
you
I'm
just
100%
threw
sure.
that out there?
I'm
You
pretty
just
sure.
threw that out there?
I don't know.
My goodness.
Is
Again,
DMs
these hot grenades just keep coming out.
the Chinese?
What?
I don't know.
What ethnicity were they?
I don't they were speaking Cantonese. Damn, I am wrong. Let's move on.
I'm not gonna let you hold that L for too long.
Let's
go.
move on. We're at 40 minutes. After 2 more years, it was theoretically time to graduate from U of T. Fuck, man. She is really doing
I
this.
told you, I applaud her commitment.
Damn.
I applaud her commitment.
Jennifer and Daniel hired someone they found online to create a fake transcript full of A's. When it came to the ceremony, Jennifer told her parents it was extra large class size meant there was the extra large class size meant there weren't enough seats graduating students. What the fuck?
Jesus, I'm still stuck on the fact that she created a fake transcript. That is crazy.
That costs a lot of money.
A lot of effort.
Yeah. So students were only allowed 1 guest each. She didn't want one of her parents to feel left out, so she gave her ticket to a friend. That's a good.
She didn't want. Wait, read the last part again.
So she didn't want her parents to feel left out because she could only get 1 ticket per person.
Oh,
So she gave her ticket to a friend.
so her parents didn't show up
Her parents didn't get to go.
to this fake graduation.
No, well, she didn't get to go to graduation.
I thought she wasn't
She didn't
actually
go.
enrolled in anything.
She didn't go to college.
Right.
She
so,
faked giving.
Oh, so this is what she told her parents?
Yeah,
I'm assuming?
she was
Okay,
like, "This
my
is why
bad.
y'all can't come to the graduation."
Damn, she got me with the lie. Cause I was just like, I can't go? What? Bro, girl's mastermind. Holy
Damn,
shit.
she got caught.
That girl belongs in Squid Game.
We got to talk about Squid Game.
We will. Next podcast.
Hopefully, it's not gone by next week.
Off
The
Netflix?
phase, no, like the phase.
I'll stick around for like a month or so.
I hope season 2 busts. I hope they make a season 2.
I think they should stop.
Bro, it ended off on a good note.
Yeah, I think they should just stop. That man just walked away and said, you know what,
He
no,
said-
I'm not getting on this goddamn plane.
No, he said, "No, I'm not a horse. I'm a
Right.
human.
Right.
I'll come whoop y'all ass."
Bro, but what got me, they was on the phone said, get on the plane. It's in your best interest.
Bro.
Bit? Who you? Y'all.
Who you talking about? I'm a billionaire.
That's
too.
what I'm saying. I got bread now. Who?
Yeah.
Bet.
You think this hair is red for a reason?
Dude.
No.
Dude.
It's
I
not
done
for a
changed
reason.
my whole identity to beat your ass. Like, what you talking about?
I think he's gonna go back to being in the game.
Probably.
We have gone so off.
We
topic.
digress.
Okay. Okay. So Jennifer had developed a mental strategy to deal with her lies. Here's that question you asked. I tried looking at myself in the third person, and I didn't like who I saw. She later said, but rationalizings in my head said I had to keep going. Otherwise, I would lose everything that ever meant anything to me.
That being her family support, and being her
life,
reputation,
probably her
like-
home. She's probably gonna be homeless on all accounts.
You think her family would kick her out off of these lies? I mean, it's been 4 years of them believing in.
It was no high school, no community college,
4 plus
no real college.
Right. Okay.
You didn't graduate high school, community college, or real college. That's at least 8 years.
Okay. Keeping to the story, or
She's
the
22.
keeping to the dynamic of the story, she ends up killing her parents.
Yeah.
But she valued them most when it came to why she had to lie to them. Like, that's why she said, I would lose everything that meant something to me. You know what I mean? So it's just like I'm waiting for like these shifts in why she ended up having such a disdain for her parents. You know what I mean?
You're not seeing it. I think it's gonna. Well, it really leads up to, like, when you have so many secrets balled up into one place, it doesn't shift like softly. It's an explosion.
Exactly. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the moment where it's just like, okay, I feel either betrayed enough to like have malice feelings towards you, or I've built up enough resentment, and
Resent me.
sorry, resentment, and now it's just like unfolding in this one altercation that we're having. I'm just waiting for that. I don't think we've hit that part of the story yet.
We haven't yet.
I don't think so.
Okay, so eventually Jennifer's fictional academic career began to collapse. While supposedly studying at U of T, she had told her parents about an exciting new development. She was volunteering at a blood testing lab at Sick Kids. The gig sometimes required late night shifts on Fridays and weekends. Perhaps she suggested she should spend more time in the week with Topaz, but Han noticed something odd. Jennifer had no uniform key or key card from Sick Kids. So the next day, he insisted that they drop her off at the hospital. As soon as the car stopped, she sprinted inside, and Han instructed Bick to follow her. Realizing she was being tailed by her mom, Jennifer hid in the waiting area of the ER for a few hours until they left. Early the next morning, they called Topaz, who groggily told the truth. Jennifer wasn't there. When Jennifer finally came home, Han confronted her. She confessed that she didn't volunteer at Sick Kids and had never been in U of T's pharmacology program and had indeed been staying at Daniels, though she neglected to tell them that she never graduated from high school and that her time at Rierson's was also complete fiction.
And in all honesty, I'm anticipating her parents being over the moon upset. But then I would have to say, parents of Jenny, like, I feel like you have neglected your child, because
you didn't go to a high school graduation, didn't question it. You weren't curious enough to actually see her work or see her doing this stuff. You didn't question you didn't question why you couldn't go to your own child's college graduation. Like, I feel like there's some sort of responsibility for the parents in this situation, because if you're gonna be mad, that's fine. She lied to you, but you weren't engaged enough to see that she was lying. You know what I mean? Like, you just kind of, you can call it, you trusted her, sure, but that's kind of like a cop out. You know what I mean? That's not really what's happening here. You just neglected her.
You literally said, okay.
Right. You just thumbs upped it and just like kept it pushing.
That's
like,
cool.
You weren't engaged in her life like
Helicopter parents. Or maybe she was really good at lying. She did fake transcripts, bro.
Understandable.
She did fake transcripts. So look.
But why haven't I been to a high school graduation?
So look. Oh, shit. Bick wept, right?
Cried?
Bick, cried. Okay. Han was apologetic. He told Jennifer to get out and never come back. But Bick convinced him to let their daughter stay. They took away her cell phone and their laptop for 2 weeks. After which she only permitted to use them in her parents' presence and had to endure surprise checks for her messages. They forbade her from seeing Daniel. They ordered her to quit all of her jobs except for teaching piano, and began tracking the odometer on her car.
Somebody pick up that phone again, because I done called twice, bro.
Man.
I done called twice. That is crazy, man.
Like, when you have two options as a parent. You either apologize right then and there for saying, I'm so sorry for being the bullshit of a parent that I was. Or you say that.
See, I'm trying to keep perspective here, and I can understand how upset. Well, I can't understand, because if I had a child who went through all that lying and I just, bought it hook, line, and sinker, I'd be feeling all kinds of ways. But I also can't ignore the fact that she said, or in the article, she's been cutting herself from as early as the age of, 8th grade, 14?
Yeah, 14.
And I mean, I understand that you can't always know when your child is troubled, because they may be so good at hiding it. But I'm an advocate for, you have a responsibility to be engaged with your children. And if you are engaged with your children, then maybe you can pick up a sense of some sort of troubledness that they are experiencing.
Maybe they were just busy parents,
I don't think that's an excuse. Bro.
Well, that's usually how it goes with parents.
Hey, man, you have a responsibility to your child just like you have a responsibility to your work. If you neglect your child because of work, then subsequently you are setting yourself up for the lying, the impasse, or the lack of trust that you build, or the lack of relationships. So I'm not blaming the parents by any means, but I will say this is what happens when you aren't as engaged, or you just expect things to work with your child, bro.
So is it not Jennifer's fault?
Not saying it's not her fault. She has majority of the responsibility here. She could have came clean.
She could have went to school.
She could have went to school, or done what she thought was best for her, not out of appeasement purposes.
I would have been secretly getting my GED while pretending to go to college. I would have just took a step back, but still pretended to go to college.
That's true. And keep in mind, we don't know her situation. There are parents out there who are so hard on their kids to where they make it so it makes it impossible for them to actually try to go about their lives in a manner that they are comfortable with.
Yeah.
So we don't know how extreme her situation was. Therefore, what we're saying is just kind of taken with a grain of salt.
It's just words.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just words.
Let's just get back to it.
Let's keep reading.
Yeah.
Jennifer was madly in love with Daniel. Of course. Forbidden love. The best kind.
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah. That's just the problem, too. If you're too available, it's not forbidden.
Words of wisdom.
Available, fellas.
Words of wisdom.
Okay. And lonely, too. For 2 weeks, she was housebound. her mother by her side nearly constantly. Though Bick told Jennifer where her dad had hidden her phone so she could periodically check her messages. In February 2009, she wrote on her Facebook page, "Living in my house is like living under house arrest." She also posted a note, "No one person knows everything about me, and no two people put together know everything about me. I like being a mystery." Over the spring and summer, she snuck calls with Daniel on her cell phone at night, whispering in the dark. So she likes being mysterious, huh? Get off your high horse, lady.
I do it. I'd
What?
be like, you're not about to forbid me to see someone that makes me happy.
For reals. You
know?
better run it.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit. It's been very quiet for a long time.
Really?
No, not that long.
Okay.
But I turned it up.
Just only like an hour, right?
50 minutes.
Okay.
About the entire podcast.
Majority of the podcast.
Okay. Let's see. Eventually, she was allowed some measure of freedom, and she still enrolled in calculus course to finish her final high school credit. Still, in defiance of her parents' orders, she visited Daniel in between piano lessons. One night, she arranged her blankets to look like she was asleep, then snuck out to Daniel's house. She's not learning. She's not.
Like, she just keeps being defiant.
And these parents aren't learning either.
I don't know.
It's just a whole house of forgetting shit. But she forgot that she had her mother's wallet in the morning. She forgot she had her mother's wallet. In the morning, Bick went into the room to get it and discovered Jennifer was gone. Bick and Han ordered Jennifer to come home immediately, demanded that she apply to college, she could still be a pharmacy lab technician or nurse, and told her that she had to cut off all contact with Daniel. First of all, you sneak out, and your parents' first thing is apply to college now. What the?
I mean,
What kind of parents, yo? You apply to college.
they're trying. They want their daughter to have some sort of direction in life.
Whoop her ass, yo.
I mean, at this point, she's 22.
Right.
She's 22.
Right.
All right.
She is
so,
22.
Like we've moved past the disciplinarian stage. Okay, we have to get her on track so she could become an independent woman.
Bro, I guess she doesn't have any life skills. Bro, she could definitely hook up with one of her forgeries.
Forgeries.
Yeah, just go into the underworld.
Is that what you feel like is best right now?
Yeah, at least.
We're like, you running low on options, boy. You gonna have to see something through.
So Jennifer resisted, but Daniel had grown weary of their secret romance. Oh no. She was 24 and still sneaking around, terrified of her parents' tirades, but not willing to leave home. He told her to figure out her life, and he broke off their relationship. Jennifer was heartbroken. Shortly thereafter, she learned that Daniel was seeing a girl named Christine in an attempt to win back his attention and discredit. In an attempt to win back his discredit and. Oh my fucking gosh.
It's all right.
In an attempt to win back his attention and discredit Christine, she concocted a bizarre tale. She told him a man had knocked on her door and flashed what looked like a police badge. When she opened the door, a group of men rushed in, overpowered her, gang raped her in the foyer of her house. Then a few days later, she received a bullet in an envelope in her mailbox. Both instances, she alleged, were warnings from Christine to leave Daniel alone.
What?
Jesus.
They were warnings from Christine to leave Daniel alone.
Yes.
So Jenny.
This
is Jenny who's going through this.
Yes.
What, bro? Did she speak up about it? Did she speak up about this?
No. She lied about it.
Jenny was trying to get more attention from. I'm thinking it's the mistress.
Nah.
Who's trying to get attention?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Jenny.
Jen's like, yo, you're not gonna just leave me. Mm-hmm. So some dudes came in and
right.
did the dirty.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
She don't want to be alone.
Okay, so now we have 4 people over here. We have a man that looks more like an Indian, but he's very attractive. A very attractive Indian man.
Okay.
You've got someone who looks more like Terrell Owens,
Okay.
but bigger. You've got a typical Asian man,
All right.
and you've got a typical Asian woman. But this is Jennifer right here.
Right.
Okay, so you've got police arrested and charged from left, David, Eric.
name?
So the Indian dude's name is David. We got Eric Carty. That was Terrell Owens.
Okay.
You got Daniel Wong. Oh, that's Daniel.
Okay.
And then Jennifer's right here. What's that? First degree murder. Okay, so these are all the people that were involved in the murder.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
These must have been the hitmen that she hired?
yeah, these are the hitmen.
Wow.
Yeah, you got the Indian dude. You got Terrell Owens and Daniel.
Wow.
So, let's keep going, guys. In the spring of 2010, Jennifer reconnected with Andrew Motenmayer, a friend from elementary school, according to Jennifer's later evidence in court. Wait, hold on.
Did they skip the actual nitty gritty?
I don't think so.
Why are we at the court? I want to continue with the story. What happened?
Wait. I think spring of 2010. Oh, this is the spring of 2010. Let me just keep reading then. According to Jennifer's later evidence in court, he had boasted about robbing people at knife point in the park near his home. When Jennifer told him about her torturous relationship with her dad, Motenmayer confessed that he considered killing his own father. This doesn't mean anything to me. Hold on.
Actually, wait. Hold on. It might.
Okay. Yeah, considered killing his own father. The notion intrigued Jennifer, who began imagining how much better her life would be without her father around. Motenmayer introduced Jennifer to his roommate, Ricardo Duncan, a goth kid with black nail polish over bubble tea, in between her piano lessons. According to Jennifer, they hatched a plan for Duncan to murder her father in a parking lot at his work, a tool and die company called Kobai Instill near Finch and McCowan. That means nothing. Hold on. She says she gave Duncan $1,500 earnings. Oh, okay. She gave Duncan $1,500 earnings from her piano classes, and they agreed to connect later by phone to arrange a date and time of the hit.
Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. She said her father's life was worth $1,500.
Well,
Damn.
that's wow. That's super
Damn.
true. That's heavy.
Bro, that is crazy. I wonder what was going through her head.
I mean, after 24 years. Not much.
Why'd she do it? I mean, like, I still don't.
I mean, you don't know the motive by now. It's basically like someone we're talking about how she, the Motenmayer. Oh, so Andrew Motenmayer is a friend from elementary school.
Okay.
Right? And Motenmayer told her about how he thought about killing his own father.
Right.
And I guess she was like, that's enough for me.
Well, I remember the article saying, like, she always imagined her life without her father, but I wonder what mentality she was having in regards to how she felt about her father. Was it hatred? Was it resentment? Was it, like, how the audacity that he would, try to force my life, like how he is after I came clean about everything? Like, what was going through her head?
I mean, you're saying all the right things, you little killer.
Hold on. real quick, y'all. Can we pause? I have to use the restroom.
We got to use your restroom? All right, we're going to pause for a second.
Bathroom break.
Is that enough?
You know the club. Close at 3. What's the chance of you rolling with me? Back to the crib. Show you how I live. Let's get drunk. Forget what we did. I will buy you a drink.
Me. I'ma take you home with me. I got money in the bank. Money in the bank like that. Money in the bed like, got me in the bed like, ooh, 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 ooh. We in the bed like, ooh, ooh, wow, ooh, wow, ooh, wow.
Wow.
Okay.
That's that shit, bro.
So we're recording again.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Amazing.
Where did we leave off, guys?
We were just talking about Jenny and...
Oh, $1,500? That's how much his life is worth?
Yeah.
Okay. So Duncan stopped answering her calls, right? After they
Who's
agreed.
Duncan?
The dude that I kind of came in. No, not Daniel, Duncan. Duncan's the dude that they planned to do the hit on. He gave her the 1,500. She gave her the 1,500. She gave him the 1,500.
Duncan was the guy they were gonna do the hit on.
Duncan is the guy that's gonna do the hit.
Gonna do the hit. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Duncan stopped answering her calls by early July. Jennifer realized she had been ripped off. Duncan says she called him in early July hysterical, requesting that he come kill her parents. He said that he felt offended and said no, and the only money she gave him was $200 for a night out, which he promptly returned.
So Duncan took the $1,500, and then later on they went out again. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what it says.
And only returned $200 that she gave him extra?
Yeah, completely wrong. No. You want to just read it again?
Reread that. I'm sorry.
Okay. How about we go back? Guys, it's been like at least 5 minutes. So she gave Duncan $1,500.
Okay.
Earnings from her piano classes.
Okay.
And they agreed to connect later by phone to arrange the date and time of the hit.
Okay.
But Duncan stopped answering her calls, and by early July, Jennifer realized she had been ripped off. Duncan says she called him in early July, hysterical, requesting that he come kill her parents. He said he felt offended and said no, that the only money she gave him was $200 for a night out, which he promptly returned. So
she didn't pay the $1,500?
Really just criminals covering on, but what's the hitman going to be truthful about?
That's true. Okay.
According to the police, it was at this point that Daniel and Jennifer, who were back in contact, exchanging daily flirty texts, devised an even more sinister plan. They'd hired a hit on Bick and Han, collect their estate, Jennifer's portion totaling about $500,000, and live together. $500,000.
First of all, how are you accumulating this money?
By collecting the estate of Bick and Hunt by hiring a hit on them.
Oh, okay. They're going to collect off of their parents. Okay, cool. I'm with you now.
All right. So then they were going to go off and be unencumbered, living together unencumbered by their meddling parents. Daniel gave Jennifer a spare iPhone and SIM card and connected her with an acquaintance named Leonard Crawford. Okay. Who he called Homeboy. Jennifer asked what the going rate was for a contract killing. Crawford said it was over $20,000, but for a friend of Daniel's, it could be done for $10,000. Jennifer said Jennifer was careful to use her iPhone for crime-related conversations and her Samsung phone for everything else. On Halloween night, first of all, don't do that. Don't use an iPhone for crime and then a Samsung for everything else.
What should it be? Flip it.
It should
Samsung
be like
for crime.
It should be a flip phone for crime, bro. What?
Bro,
iPhone, the most secure phone on the planet?
At this point, I'm sending letters, bro. You burn letters. Shit.
I'm talking about
stuff.
cut out of magazines.
Hell yeah. I'm sending I'm attaching a note to a bird and we just gonna fly that shit out to you, bro.
I'm just gonna have Freya just go around.
Right. Have your cat just go and deliver your messages,
Just
dude.
trained her. Just a trained assassin cat.
Exactly. Because ain't no way you gonna trace this shit back to me.
Yeah.
I'd be damned.
Train Freya to be a killer too.
Right.
Cut throats out.
Shut the cat
Okay.
damn self.
Let's see. On Halloween night, Crawford visited the Ponds neighborhood, probably to scout out the site. Kids in costume streaming up and down the street provided the perfect cover. So basically, they went out and cased up the house.
Okay.
Cased the joint. On the afternoon of November 2nd, the plan took an unexpected turn. Daniel texted Jennifer saying that he felt strongly about Christine as she did about him. Oh, shit.
Oh, my gosh. Why is this love interest still here? See, now I'm about to murk you too, okay? Like, this was between me and my parents, but now you keep showing your
Now
face.
you have to die.
Damn, season
How do
finale.
You have to die.
Yeah, this season finale about to get tragic.
Okay, so suddenly everything was thrown into question. She texted Daniel, "So you feel for her what I feel for you? Then call it off with homeboy." Daniel responded, "I thought you wanted this for you." Jennifer replied to Daniel, "I do, but I have nowhere to go." Daniel wrote back, call it off with homeboy. You said, hold on. We can do this better. You want to read? Yeah.
Well, damn. How do I know which one?
Okay.
Am I Daniel?
So here we are. Daniel, right here.
Cool.
You want to be Daniel or you want to be Jen?
I'll be Daniel. So we about to restart this?
Yeah.
She texted Daniel. So you feel for her what I feel for you, then call it off with homeboy.
I thought you wanted this for you.
I do, but I have nowhere to go.
Call it off with homeboy. You said you wanted this with or without me.
Wait, you just read Daniel's.
Yeah.
I think that was Daniel's continued. I thought that was Daniel.
Oh shit, really?
God damn it.
It said Daniel. Okay, shit, go.
We already did it.
Said,
no, now you have to do Jennifer.
No, we're sticking to it.
So now I'm Jennifer?
Fuck. No. So okay, I have to say I want it for me.
All right.
I want it for me.
All right, so Daniel texted, I did everything and lined it all up for you. It seemed Daniel wanted out. Oh, that's okay. Narration.
Okay, sorry. It seemed Daniel wanted out of the agreement, but within hours, they reverted back to their old ways, texting and flirting. Oh, that was just a little fling.
That was just a hiccup.
That was just an emotion spike.
You know what I mean? Like that had no significance.
This sucks.
We did all that shit.
Damn.
Just for continuation. That was filler.
Had to be a girl.
It's okay. You were convincing.
What the fuck did it say? Later that day, Crawford texted Jennifer, I need the time of the completion. Think about it. Jennifer wrote back, today is a no-go. Dinner plans out, so won't be home in time. Over the following week, there was a flurry of texts and phone conversations between Jennifer and Daniel. Between Jennifer, Daniel, and Crawford. I want to see what Crawford looks like, but that doesn't really matter. On the morning of November 8th, Crawford texted Jennifer, after work, okay, we'll be game time.
Why y'all doing this nearing the greatest holiday of all time?
Halloween?
Bitch, it says November 8th, Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Damn.
Well, I mean, I'd say Halloween is closer to Thanksgiving on November 8th.
Bro, but Halloween has passed. I said you're nearing the holiday, meaning approaching.
Still think it's near.
I didn't say near, all right? Like, sure.
Okay.
That's just tragic, though. You have to be thankful, whatever. You're supposed to be thinking positively. Now you just think about murking your parents, bro.
Dog, they're still in Halloween time. It's still demon time.
It is not tragedy
or
demon time for them. No,
still.
Bro.
Okay. That evening, Jennifer watched Gossip Girl and John and Kate +8. I loved that show.
John and Kate +8?
Yeah, John and Kate +8 was on TLC. That was a pretty cool show.
I have never heard of that show.
It was about a chick who had like 8 kids.
Oh.
Yeah.
So like a typical life for, most Americans.
No.
Typical.
She had like sextuplets, bro.
Huh?
Yeah.
Maybe that caught me all off guard. Maybe you should leave with that next time,
My
bro.
bad, bro. I thought you
knew.
knew.
No. God damn. Hey, what's this show called?
John and Kate +8.
This is going to be a tutorial on what not to do.
It was a white woman. That was
Holy
crazy.
shit.
Yeah.
Boy, I'd have reason to commit suicide on that.
Okay, that was hilarious. Her bedroom. Oh, she was watching. I just said her bedroom. So they were watching TV in their bedroom, and then they were heading down to bed around 8:30. Bick was out line dancing with a friend and a cousin. What are you doing line dancing?
Bro, he turned it up.
Felix was studying at McMaster University. At 9:30, Bick came home from line dancing, changing her pajamas spelled with a Y. Okay. And soaked her feet in front of the TV.
Ain't that how you spell? I'm not good at spelling, but ain't that how you spell pajamas?
Jason.
Bro, I'm not good at spelling.
Jason.
Hold on.
Pajamas, not pajamas. It's P-A.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Why do I have to... Echo. Spell pajamas.
Oh, Pajamas.
Here's something I found on Wikipedia. Spelling is a linguistic
wait. Echo.
orthography with the necessary...
Stop. We're not going to finish this.
I think... Hold on.
What are you doing? Are you really trying to spell out pajamas?
No, I'm just trying to see if that's an actual word right here.
No, they misspelled pajamas.
This is an official article, bro. Like,
Bro,
sometimes
who spells pajamas PYJAMAS?
You might think I'm lying, but that's not the first time I've seen that.
No
That's
way.
not the first time I've seen
You
that,
have
bro.
some fucking Egyptian spelling of pajamas going on?
Yeah.
Or is it like
It's
is it something
yeah.
different?
See, no, you can spell it like that.
Oh, it's something different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've seen that before, bro.
That's stupid. Okay.
Words, languages.
That's
that
stupid.
sucks.
Yeah, pajamas. Get out of here. So she was soaking her feet on the TV at main floor at 9:35. David, a friend of Crawford, called Jen, and they spoke for like 2 minutes. Jennifer went downstairs to say goodnight to Bick, and Jennifer was later admitted. She's at home. She was admitted, unlocked the door. What? Jennifer went downstairs to say goodnight to Bick, and as Jennifer later admitted, unlocked the door. A statement she eventually retracted.
Yeah, she's admitting that she unlocked the door. She's about to commit a crime, basically.
Oh, okay. So she unlocked the door. Mm-hmm. At 10:02, the lights in the upstairs study switched on, allegedly signaling the intruders. A minute later, it switched off. At 10:05 p.m., Maglaman called again. That's the first time I've heard his name. Oh, David.
Yeah.
David called again, and he and Jennifer spoke for 3.5 minutes. Moments later, Crawford, David, and a third named Eric Carty walked through the front door, all three carrying guns. One pointed his gun at Bick, while another ran upstairs, shoved a gun in Han's face, and directed him out of the bed, down the stairs into the living room. The hit has started.
I understand the shock behind it, right? Like, unexpectedly, you have a stranger pointing a gun in your face as you were sleeping in the house that you thought was secure.
Oh my
so you're
gosh.
just like, holy shit, this is
Oh,
happening.
why did you paint that such a vivid picture?
To make this point, although all that's happening, you gonna come into my job and order me to go downstairs, and it ain't nobody but us. All I gotta do is make sure that this gun is pointing away from me, and then it's ones. You know what I mean?
It's just a 1-2, 1-2-3.
Like, it can't. The situation. Y'all didn't think this stuff through. You don't know what I'm capable of.
A 2-4, get 4.
Exactly, bro. I've been watching John Wick,
Dog, we've been boxing.
and we've been boxing.
I got the hooks.
As soon as I see an opening, it's just nothing but ones. And if I
Oh
get
my
this
gosh.
gun and I see my daughter had plans on this,
Free, like, so I need you to get with them.
you know what
So
I
I
mean?
can whoop all y'all's asses.
Bro.
I need you to line up.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, somebody step to me.
Line
you know what
up
I mean?
or step up.
Because at this point, y'all came into my crib.
Did you
Ain't
not?
nobody leaving.
You came up to me, did you not?
Exactly.
Who's leaving alive? I am.
I bet you I'm stepping out this damn door.
Who's
But
leaving
that's
alive?
just
I am.
that's just me. You know what I
Everybody
mean?
else is now, I don't know.
Now I say this all with the respect of, don't come in my crib. Please don't come in my crib. You know what I mean? I'd rather not have a preview of Matrix 4 be like, starring you and me. I'd rather us leave in peace.
You really
live in
think
peace.
you're going to break the Matrix as soon as you see someone coming in?
Honestly, bro, like, that adrenaline hit kind of quick. Because you only sent one person. Like, I get they have a gun. I can't beat a gun. But in my mind, I'm just thinking, like,
I could be the person.
I could be a person. And if I get away from the barrel being, like, pointed at me, that's all the opening I need.
You just need like a little
I need
bit of space.
a little opening. You better make sure, like, this shit is bona fide
You
guaranteed.
better make sure that it's on the cranium.
Dude.
If it's not on the cranium, I'm going somewhere else.
Because I'm telling you,
You're not safe.
the reaction is about to be Godspeed, no Kiowa. You know what I mean? It's
Okay.
Kiowa in this bitch.
So upstairs, they confronted David Yeah, I think it was David. No. This is Eric. So upstairs, Eric confronted Jennifer outside her bedroom door. According to Jennifer, Eric tied her arms behind her using a shoelace. He directed her back inside, where she handed over approximately $2,500 in cash. Then to her parents' bedroom, where he located $1,100 in U.S. funds in her mother's nightstand. And then finally to the kitchen to search for her mother's wallet. Okay. How could they enter the house? Bick asked Han in Cantonese. I don't know. I was sleeping, Han replied. Shut up. You talk too much, the intruders yelled at Han. Where's the fucking money? Han had just $60 in his wallet and said as much. Liar, one man replied. Pistol whipped him on the back of the head. Bick began weeping, pleading with the men not to hurt their daughter. One of the intruders, rest assured, she is nice and will not be hurt. Oh, one of the intruders replied, rest assured, she is nice and will not be hurt.
Right.
Okay. Eric led Jennifer back upstairs, tied her arms to the banister, while David and Crawford took Bick and Han to the basement and covered their heads with blankets. They shot Han twice, once in the shoulder and then in the face. He crumpled to the floor. They shot Bick 3 times in the head, killing her instantly, then fled through the front door. Jennifer somehow managed to reach her phone tucked into the waistband of her pants, dialed 911, despite, as later she claimed, having her hands tied behind her back. She screamed, "Help me, please, I need help," she cried. "I don't know where my parents are, please hurry." At the 34-second mark of the call, the unexpected happens. Han can be heard moaning in the background. He had awoken, covered in blood, with his dead wife's body next to him. He crawled up the stairs to the main floor. Jennifer yelled down that she was calling 911. Han stumbled outside, screaming wildly, and encountered his startled neighbor, who was about to leave for work. What time was it? In the driveway next door, the neighbor called 911. Police and ambulance arrived at the scene minutes later, and Han was rushed to the hospital, and then airlifted to Sunnybrook.
So did he survive?
He survived the hit.
Damn.
Yeah.
They shot him in the shoulder and then the head.
Shoulder and then the face.
And then the face?
Face ain't the head, but okay. Shot the mom in the head 3 times.
What the fuck? Why 3 times?
Yeah, pop. That's a little extreme.
In the head?
Damn.
What did she do? She was the most supportive.
It's either 3 to the chest or 1 to the head. 3 to the head is excessive.
Damn. Okay.
Wow. Okay, so York Regional Police interviewed Jennifer just before 3 a.m. She told them that men had entered the house looking for money, tied her to the banister, and had taken her parents to the basement and shot them. 2 days later, the police brought her in again to give a second statement. At their request, she showed how she contorted her body to get a flip phone, out of her waistband to call while tied to the banister. Holes began to emerge in Jennifer's story. For instance, the keys to Han's Lexus were in plain view by the front door. If it were indeed a home invasion, why did the intruders not take the car? Why didn't they have a crowbar to get in, or a backpack to carry the loot, or zip ties to restrain the residents?
Yeah, and there was no signs of forcible entry.
Just unlocked door. And most importantly, why would they shoot 2 witnesses and leave 1 unharmed? The police assigned a surveillance team to monitor Jennifer's movements. So, she's falling apart. And you can't fall apart against the FBI.
For someone who's such a great liar to her parents. I guess they didn't get the story. She didn't get the story straight. Or make it, compact. That's unfortunate. Well, no. I'm sorry. That's not unfortunate. She fucking murdered her parents.
Well, in the eyes of criminals, that's unfortunate.
Yes, there it is.
Okay, so on November 22nd, how much time are we at? We're at 1:18.
What you want to do? You want to, get a couple more paragraphs in? Ooh. Or is this a good cliffhanger?
Yeah, how about this? We'll finish this, and then the trial. Hold on. I'm almost there.
Okay.
On November 22nd, the police brought Jennifer in for a third interview. This one developed a different tone. The detective, William Gotees, said that he knew that she was involved in the crime. He knew that she had lied to him, and she said that it was in her best interest to fess up. Jennifer hunched over, sobbing, asked repeatedly, "What happens to me? But what happens to me?" For over nearly 4 hours, Jennifer spun out an absurd explanation. She said the attack had been an elaborate plan to commit suicide gone horribly wrong. She had given up on life but couldn't manage to kill herself, so she hired Homeboy, whose real name she claimed not to know, to do it for her. In September, however, her relationship with her father had suddenly improved. She had decided to call off the hit, but somehow wires got crossed and the men ended up killing her parents instead of her. Police arrested Jennifer on the spot.
They did not go for that shit at all.
2011.
They did not go for that.
Relying on analysis of cell phone calls and texts, they nabbed Daniel, David, and Eric and Crawford. They and charged all 5 with first-degree murder and attempted murder and conspiracy to commit murder. And then this is where the trial begins. So this sounds like a great place to stop, actually.
Whew. All right, so I think that this is going fantastically, right? I'm intrigued to see how this ends. Granted, everyone has access to this story. Should we shout it out, or should we just...
I mean, it's Jennifer Pan's story. You know, it's public knowledge. If y'all want to listen to it again, let us know.
We can definitely continue this.
People who hit us up regularly to let us know if they like it, then they probably can just hit us up.
Yeah, for sure.
Once again, thank you for tuning in to another episode of the We Digress podcast.
Yes.
Coming to you every single Wednesday.
Hey, wait, before we even sign off, what do we even name this episode? The We Kill Our Parents podcast? Like,
damn.
What do we... Do we educate? I don't know.
Nah, this is a new one for us. So I think it's going to be like a first murder mystery podcast. Hold on.
Murder mystery
podcast? The We Murder podcast.
No.
Yes.
No. Try again.
Shit.
Did we investigate?
I don't want to follow that. I think it's going to be a murder mystery podcast. Murder mystery.
I like the We blank podcast. But all right. We'll talk about it off air.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah. Y'all have a great week. Okay. It's been your boy J Cubs.
Kenny Koo.
And that's a copy.
10-4.
Over. Out.